Welcome to Podcast Vlogging Tips and Tricks with Alex Merced. On this podcast, we're going to talk about podcast hosting, podcast recording, promoting, and monetization. We'll also interview podcast hosts about what works and what doesn't work in the podcasting world. If you enjoy the show, please consider becoming a patron at patreon.com/Alex Merced. Also, if you need hosting for your podcast or your website, head over to libertydeal.info to find out about great deals along with special benefits for taking advantage of those deals. Thank you very much. Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced and you're listening to another episode of Podcasting and Vlogging Tips and Tricks. Now this week what I want to do is talk more about social media marketing, because at this point we've kind of already discussed the recording of your podcast and monetizing your podcast and all that stuff. So really at that point it's all about marketing it and finding new ways just to get the word out there. So we've talked about the benefit of Facebook pages. Now, I've had a new strategy that I've been using that's been getting me a lot of results as far as building up the likes on my Facebook pages. And that's through Facebook reaction polls. So you might have seen these now. Probably the most noticeable types is when people make that video that shows the different Facebook reactions, like the happy face, the sad face, the angry face. And then you vote in a poll by choosing every one of the reactions. And then the video has a live count of how many are in each one. Now, to do something like that requires some programming knowledge and a little bit more technical know-how. But you can still do a reaction poll without it. What you can do is just create an image with with up to 6 options, showing little pictures of the different reactions next to the different options. Now, I've made this very easy for myself because what I've done is I created a template image, just basically a blank image with the 6 faces or the 6 reactions. And then I've loaded in a square image so that way it's ready for Instagram, even though it's most appropriate on Facebook since you don't have the reactions on other pages or on other social networks. And then I load it up into the app Adobe Spark Post. So if you have an iPhone, you can get Adobe Spark Post for free and take advantage of the usefulness. Because the thing is that with Adobe Spark Post, you can set it up in a way that if you need to do further polls or make more images, you're not having to redo the whole thing all over again. You just kind of plop in the blank template and just change the words around every time you want to create a new image. So you can create a lot of polls very quick. Now, why is this better than just over and over a normal poll? Because in Facebook, you can make polls only in your groups, though, only in Facebook groups. The benefit of doing this as an image on a Facebook page is that a neat trick when it comes to Facebook pages is when someone likes a post, and it could be any of the 6 reactions, you can then click to see all the likes on that Facebook post, and you can invite them to the page. So by creating a poll that people want to vote in, they have an incentive to go to your page and basically react to that post, which then sets them up to be easily invited to your page, making it easier to build up relevant Facebook likes, especially if you do relevant polls that are relevant. So for example, if you're doing an anime podcast and you do a poll on your favorite anime and you just put 6 animes in there, 6 different anime shows, and then share that to different anime Facebook groups, okay, you'll harvest likes and exposure to your page. And then again, from that page, you can then update them on new podcast episodes, etc. It's just these little things that'll help you build up those Facebook likes, which help you build up listens for each podcast episode, etc. So that's sort of the trick for this week. I'll see you guys next week with more tips and tricks. This is Alex Merced for Podcasting and Vlogging Tips and Tricks. Thank you very much, and make sure to check out this podcast on iTunes and subscribe if you haven't already, and also leave a review. Okay, the only way that other people find this podcast is because you guys leave reviews, which helps it show up in the search results, and other people find out about this podcast and can learn all these cool tips and tricks. So please go on iTunes, leave a review. It helps grow the podcast. And if you have any questions, please do email them over there to alexmerced@alexmerced.com, and I'll be more than glad to answer them on future episodes. Thank you very much.